Hello and welcome to today's English live stream with Robert Rother. Please give me short feedback if you can hear and see me. Actually, you cannot see me on video today because I am not in my office. I'm on the road to Stuttgart in Germany. There is the biggest investment exhibition tomorrow, and I am now, yeah, step-parents' house. It's on the way. I'm giving that live stream, and then I will continue. And I hope everything can work smoothly from my mobile trading desk. So I'm going to wait a little bit. If you can give me feedback, if you can hear and see me. I think Discord is working fine. And YouTube, I hope too. I think I'm online on YouTube, but it doesn't transmit my image yet. So, okay, people are coming. Then we're going to start. For everyone who doesn't know me yet, my name is Robert Rother. I started trading at the age of 13, and well, I became quite successful. That was in 1995. At the age of 17, I co-founded an investment firm in Frankfurt with two partners, and they actually taught me the trading business, what are managed accounts, alternative investments, hedge funds, and we were trading the S&P future on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, still the first S&P future, not the mini one, the previous one. Then I sold my shares in that company and I moved to China in 2004. And I started with a Chinese partner together a second investment company. And yeah, through the top, we had over 100 million US dollar under management. I had a team of 30 traders below me. Sound is not so good. Robot voice. Okay. Maybe I will start to work on that. Few. Give me 1 second. I try to see if I can get a better voice. 1 second. Few. Now it should be better. So I will continue. Yes, I had 30 people in my office in China, and if you become quite successful in China, then well, you always get trouble with the government. Look at the Jack Ma and so on. And then I got arrested in 2011 for, so to say, outsmarting the Chinese financial system. I made a lot of money during that time, and well, after 7 years and 7 months, I got released from prison. It was in December 2018, and now I'm running trading communities, German-speaking and English-speaking communities. You can find more on robertrother.com. And here on the top right, you also see my book. I wrote a best-selling book about my life in China. Unfortunately, it's not available in English yet, but I hope this will become soon. Yeah, Tom, okay. Thank you for your feedback. And now you can see here two of my trading communities. Yeah, this is one, the English-speaking one. You can find them on school.com/traders mindset, and it's totally for free. And you can find more about me on Linktree, YouTube channel Robert Rother. Unfortunately, it's still in German, but very soon, on the 2nd of May, we are going to launch and yeah, English speaking community. And you can find more information about that on my website. First of all, the general disclosure: all Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice, no recommendations. Risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So, did anyone attend my pro webinar on Tuesday? If you are here, let me ask. See if everything is good on Discord also. If you have any questions regarding my other live webinar from Tuesday, I'm always, happy to help. If you have questions, just ask them. Now we have 3 p.m. Central European Time, which is like 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's have a look. Like I said, I'm not in my home office. Sometimes it's a little bit slower than expected, but we can work with that. We saw news. Mind Drive. Yeah, thank you. And if you have questions regarding this, because I know at the beginning there was some trouble with the sound, but I think we could fix that. The I think for everyone, the topic, if you start trading and if you're new in the trading industry, you should not risk your own capital. Yeah, that is basically my philosophy. It was not always like this. It became like this round about 1 or 2 years ago, since the so to say prop firms, which are basically not real prop firms, started to offer these services. And then you can choose a complete different trading style to actually compete with them and become successful. Do you trade crypto? Well, for day trading, basically not. I'm investing in crypto a lot, in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Render token, and I do a lot of research in that industry. I really like the idea of cryptos and the technology, but for trading, it's sort of complicated. You can do it, but I prefer simply to trade futures because we have a fair market environment and it's not that manipulative like in crypto markets. And also sometimes you really, if a crypto exchange goes bankrupt like FTX, what's going to happen with your money? So there are many concerns that, are difficult for me. So futures trading or prop trading is a very good way if you're interested in trading, actually to make a living from it without risking too much. Now, and you all can, if you like, to hit the like button here on Bookmap. So let's have a look at the market. We had news at 2:30. I am not the news trader. We just could see it here in Bookmap that we got a huge move from the 570 down to 550.43. And now we are hitting actually the liquidity level zones at 50.40. And we should have a look at the longer time frame, of course. Uh, oh, it's a little bit slow right now. We have a 15-minute chart here. We could see the sell off. And now let's see where we have actually supported resistance zones, which might be interesting for us. We can see the bottom. I would simply add here a support line, here a support line. I always have to emphasize this. It's very important to do your homework on the longer term time frame before you actually jump into Bookmap, because the risks of overtrading and are very high. And sometimes we see things which are probably trade ideas, but not that, yeah, high valuable trades. So here on the top, add some lines. Here, I like to point out the highs and lows, give me a good understanding. And then what I also like, and which is very good in support and resistance zones, is the volume profile on certain areas. From here to here, basically, I like to draw it, and then we can see point of control in that area. So I would basically take this line and draw it a little bit lower, the support line at 5002. Then I would add another profile into this range. Actually, there are two chart formations which are very important for trading. You have to recognize if the chart or the market is actually in a trend or in a sideways situation. You can see this in Bookmap also. We look at this shortly after we have done our support and resistance analysis. And then we can see everywhere these lines show me interesting points where the market can turn and which we actually can use to trade. Okay, I did not want to use this. Use the volume profile. And this homework I do every day actually before market opening. So I have a clear picture of what is going on. Here. And of course here. And we had another profile basically from here to there. We see still on top that we have the point of control here. This zone, could leave it like that. And important to simply at the point of control, anchored VWAP here at top. Here also. There we can see nice results or resistant zones around 50.85. So mine have 5030 naked POC from the 22nd. I have to have a look. Yes, correct. You can see here exactly 530, 528, this area. Mine drive, definitely a very good support zone, which we can use as a turnaround point. Basically, if we see the opening, $5.30, we have liquidity here. Let's have a look at that zone. I think we should be there shortly. Then keep in mind, either if you're an aggressive trader, you can place a buy limit order. I'm doing that sometimes. Or we simply are waiting for a reversal scenario. And with reversal scenario, I could create an anchored VWAP. Yeah. But we are not there yet. So let's wait a little bit to follow up this situation. What is going to happen if we absorb the liquidity, the 30? here. And then, of course, we are going to add the VWAP as market opening. We can add one at the news. Yeah, I also like to do that. That was so close. Now, like I said, I am actually on my mobile office. I have a laptop and two side screens on it. It looks quite funny. Sometimes the internet connection from my mobile phone is not that good. We are still living in Germany, and something like 5G are just yeah, wishes but not reality. I think most of the third world countries have a better connection than we have. It's really a shame. So now we set an event VWAP, anchored VWAP. We can follow this up. You can see here. I started this VWAP at the news, 2:30, and also if we look back, we can see, if you remember Tuesday, what I said about where to add anchored VWAPs if you want to trade news. See, we have the VWAP here. The market is going away from the VWAP and is coming back. And here, basically, you can have your short entrance. And then we see the market is continuing in on the downside. And now for me to identify turning points, I do it in the same way. We did not actually come to the 30 zone, but I would then simply show you, if we assume, I'm not sure, we are just shortly before market opening. If we assume that this is a downtrend or trend of change of trends, I would enter an anchored VWAP here. And we still wait a little bit. We have this correction from the event to the VWAP, basically to follow up this trend. I'm going to add another VWAP here. If you let me. Now we can see the second anchored VWAP. It's a correction. We can see the market exactly hit the VWAP again, and the downtrend continued. So a valid entrance point would be at this level, and most likely also here. Hello, Raphael. Best greetings to Switzerland. Naked POC in 2024. It's no sense. Please, volume profile, no sense in 2024. Well, I would not agree with that. The volume profile always makes sense because simply at these price levels, a lot of transaction were be done, yeah, transacted. It's always the question how to trade it, yeah, and what are you going to get out of these point of controls in naked POCs. For example, if I know that we have a resistance here at 30, there are different ways how to trade it. Yeah, most likely the market will not simply break through this level. So there will be some sort of reaction. And then it's getting up to you and your interpretation of the market. What can you actually get out of this reaction. Are you looking for a trend reversal at that point? And then how does a trend reversal looks like? Actually, I want to show this, but we are now at least also 10 minutes before market opening. So to give it too much attention right now is probably also not right. Yeah, because at in 10 minutes market conditions will change. And there you also look at other markets, especially forex markets. If you draw naked pox and rotations, you really get very, very nice results. And very often this is really down to the tick. So, like I already said, I'm from my mobile trading station and I'm on my way to Stuttgart in south of Germany, and I'm actually living in the total northern part on an island. And now it's something like yeah, a world travel journey from north of Germany by boat and then by car, another 8 or 900 kilometers to Stuttgart from one side to the other. And tomorrow there is the biggest investment exhibition in Germany. Every year it's once, and I am a speaker there and telling something about my life and introducing them my story and my book. I think we have a boost there with our company, and well, it's always a very nice yeah, show. And if anyone is there, I know some of my community will attend in Stuttgart tomorrow. So if anyone of you is in that area, come to the exhibition center in Stuttgart, and we can have a beer or two, and you can get a signed copy of my book. And now again, we see the 35 is a stronghold at the moment. Or we shift to a smaller time frame. And we can also add the anchored VWAP here. And now, of course, the market is opening with a big gap down of 70 points, 1.3%. This is not bad. Nasdaq down 1.7%. VIX is up 5%. Well, the first thing that I always have in mind if I see these sort of gaps, I really like to trade the gap close. Not the way to the gap. Sometimes it's difficult to actually get into that move, but if the gap close or the settlement price is inside, then there are very nice trading opportunities. Later, I will change from ETH to RTH to the regular trading hours, and we can see the nice gap close move. These are very, very high probability trading ideas for the day. For my analysis, I prefer VWAP standard deviation. It's more accurate. Dario, definitely. You know, that is what I'm also using. But I always try to find as many context as possible into my analysis. And if I have a point of control, a VWAP, and different zones all in one range, then I know that these zones are very likely to generate profitable trading setups for me. I'm not trying to simply look at one thing. I try to get, yeah, a little bit more context into the game to get a better understanding and probably a higher win rate, better profitability for my yeah, trading style and trading ideas. Yeah, too far for you, I know, Raphael. Stuttgart is from Switzerland still. Well, I think at least you're closer to Stuttgart than I am. So now to go back, we did not actually catch the 30, but to to think about let's say a reverse scenario, I would add an anchored VWAP here. And this is now basically a reverse setup to actually start to find the long entries here. But of course, not 5 minutes before market opening. In 5 minutes, everything will change completely. But this would look like a reverse setup. If I believe at this point is a point of control or support or resistance zone, how do I enter the market? I can actually place my buy limit order exactly at that point. Yeah, it's first touch trade. I also like to do that, but it has definitely a higher um, risk ratio. And the conservative entrance is basically okay to see if the market really wants to make a pullback. Then you enter the anchored VWAP at the low, and well, then you simply try to find situation where the market starts the buying pressure and then comes back to the VWAP and try to buy the pullback. And we could see a couple times the market touched the VWAP. We could see it here, buying pressure came in. Here the market touched the VWAP, a buying pressure came in. So there is some sort of yeah, reaction to this. And this is the important thing for me in the trading, to actually find my niche, to detect when algos are going to start buying or selling, and from that I want to get my part. So I'm always interested from where are you all in that live stream? United States, Canada, Australia, Germany, Switzerland, I already know, Raphael. So we can see some liquidity at 45 and around 35. Oh, Maine. I haven't been there yet. Nice. Australia, Canada. Yeah, I love Australia. I lived in Sydney in 2004 for a long time. Bondi Junction. Texas, California, Lavas, Lithuania. I have friends in Vilnius. I stayed in prison a long time together with one guy from Lithuania. We are still good in contact. Very nice person. Dasha, yes, I know you. So we can still see the VWAP is being respected, but now in couple seconds the opening bell will hit the market, and then let's see where we can see liquidity pools coming up. Colorado, also nice. We have on our island, there's an American living, and he's also from Colorado, and he's a golf teacher on our island. New Jersey. Well, I definitely this year I will go to United States again. I'm trying to do it every year, and then to see if we can make some sort of convention there. Every once a year convention in Germany with my community on an island called Norderney. We had this year will be the fourth community meeting in a row. That's always a lot of fun. We are going to stay there mostly for a week. People are coming from all the German, Switzerland, Austria speaking countries, and well, we have every time very, very funny get together. A lot of food, drinks, and very good communication. Nigerian, Andrew. Dodo, are you a Igbo? Are you in I have friends in Lagos, of course, and in Abuja. I stayed many, many. I knew a lot of Nigerians, especially in the prison in China. There were a lot, mostly Igbos. So now we have the market opening and not much happened yet. Actually, no surprises during the first couple minutes. No big liquidity zones. And simply we have to wait and see what's going to happen. Right now, there is actually no direction. Going to add a VWAP here. Uh, oh, oh, it's not what I wanted. Now I want to add a new VWAP. Actually, it's the opening with standard deviations. That is my so settings, configure add-ons. If you're wondering, it's still a little bit slow because this is my mobile trading desk. Change the color. No ego is son. I don't know. Thank you. I have never been to Nigeria, but all my Nigerian friends told me that I really have to come to see them, and one day I will visit Lagos and Abuja. That is will be, I think it will be a great tour. So now we can see that the market actually is going below the between the two standard deviations from the session VWAP, and we are trying to enter the 30 zone. That was the point of control. Yeah, the naked point of control. We find some, yeah, reaction. But always be careful trading the first couple of minutes. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs. The next resistance is the 44, yeah, 43, 44. Anchored VWAP from the news event. And well, my trading idea is simply get close, yeah, with 73 points. And again, playing around, no direction yet, but that's normal. Still have to wait until we can see some sort of activity. Another attempt to the naked POC at 5030, but market still doesn't want to go there. We are basically just jumping between the standard deviation and VWAP. Touch the second standard deviation back to VWAP. These are always, yeah, 7, 8 points. Actually, it's quite nice to trade this. Again, standard deviation, buying pressure is coming, and now probably going back to VWAP. Yeah, this is nice. You can really, sometimes I'm thinking, I'm contemplating just simply trade most of the trades when the market is coming to standard deviation and just take like 8 or 10 ticks. Do this like 100 times a day and then start to fund your accounts in prop firms. Anyone trading here with prop firms? And if yes, which one are you using and what is your opinion about it? Now we are still in a range, yeah, 5,030 around here to 36, 37. Then we are waiting for a breakout. Either way, direction to gap close or, well, will be then, yeah, further downtrend. Oh, triathlon trader with FTMO. Yeah, I'm also with FTMO. I like that company. Very good. And since I'm also trading a lot of Forex, Euro, US dollar, it's a very, very good choice. Which markets do you trade? Forex or other gold or indices? Definitely triathlon trader. Think prop funds are great. I have 4 accounts and just cycle through them to give steady income, just 2% every 2 weeks. Yes, that's a great way. I totally agree with you. Think it's one of the best ways and with the smallest risk to make money through trading. Yeah. And you really don't need big funds from yourself to actually start that business. And we don't know how long this will last from the legal point of view. I mean, you're basically, actually, you are not trading funds from them, yeah, because we are not allowed to do that. We do not have a license. You must be regulated by the SEC um, or by the German BaFin, yeah, to actually be allowed to do that. I always mention this very clearly because many people think they are actually really managing money, but they are not. They are actually simply delivering trading signals, and whatever the prop firm is doing out of this is up to them. And basically, they are not allowed to execute it because then it would be money management. And for this, you must have a license. Top Step, yeah, I cite Top Step, also very great company. They did a lot of good things and they have a very huge community. TVs, building their own software, great. So now we just actually broke through the anchored VWAP and having now a change of trend. So the next target is the VWAP at 50.42. That is the VWAP from the event. Yeah, triathlon trader. That is the biggest concern right now, that regulations um, probably will give them trouble. I know a lot of issues are there. They are not welcome and they found some loopholes. Well, I'm really, really, yeah, also interested in the result, what will be. It's a great way for traders actually to get into that business. I'm a beginner trader as well, but I really find it difficult to start trading because no computer, laptop, even a smartphone. But trust me, I'm writing from you. I don't, well, yeah, a computer basically would be very helpful, no, for trading. Definitely try it on Trader. FTMO is definitely safer. And for Europeans, there is, well, the European regulators are not that smart as the Americans. We simply have to say it this way. They are really not. Yeah, it's good on the one side. Yeah, you don't mess with the Americans. They give you a lot of trouble. But in Europe, they even don't know what it is. Also here, very nice trading opportunity. That's the second standard deviation. We have the VWAP above, liquidity above, market hit the standard deviation, and the pullback came. These are very nice trades for me. The gap, Rafael, basically we opened here minus 1.3%. So then you can see the gap already. Just go to RTH, real trading hours, and you see the gap here. But since we had news, I am now wondering what the market is going to do at the news VWAP here. That should be basically a resistance zone. It's above here, 42. And we can see the market is struggling a bit. Great, Adodo. Continue. This is a great way. Always studying, learning, yeah, and then applying. Oh, Dragon. Yeah. It started 3 o'clock. And now again, we can see here very nice touch on the VWAP and then correction 2, standard deviation, perfect trades, very fast. And now we simply wait for the 42, what the market is going to do there. And if you did not do it yet, you still can hit the like button here on YouTube. If we get at least 20, 30 likes. Now selling pressure is coming in. They dump something on the market. Today I will really sharply close at 4 p.m. the call because then I have to, or we have to actually get into the car and drive another 6 hours to Stuttgart. I'm very excited about that. Now again, the 30 is here in the game. There is our naked POC here, 29. And we can see the VWAP here was respected. We did not actually touch it at the 42, but the market doesn't want to get higher. Can I hit it 10 times speed? You mean hit the VWAP or hit the level 2031? Or do you mean can the VWAP hit like 10 times? So yeah, of course, definitely use. But as more often the market is going to touch a resistant or support zone, one day it will simply break. Ares, Fares, is this your wallet number? Shall we deposit coins there or? So again, market went to the lows, but doesn't want to go below 30. And back standard deviation, back to the VWAP. Touch the VWAPs, back standard deviation, these are 3 points. 12 ticks, perfect trade, and back again. The like button. Well, if you hit it 10 times, then probably you turn it on and off, on and off. Would be great if you can hit it 10 times, but I think only, let me see if I hit it. Well, if you hit it twice, nothing happened, you know? You must hit it one time, and then it's marked. And again, rotation from VWAP to standard deviation. Uh, So now we are hitting the 30, 29. This is now the point of control area. It looks like the market. No liquidity in that zone. See. Discord, you cannot hear me, but basically the microphone is on. I don't know if you maybe give me feedback that if you can hear me. Discord actually sometimes Discord is playing a little bit nuts and it's just changing these settings. We had this also last Tuesday somehow. Sometimes Discord turns off the check it again. Let's see if it's working. I think according to my check here, it should work on Discord. Okay, then it's okay. Yeah, sometimes really Discord is trying to make his own settings each time. That's sort of funny. Or basically not funny because if I'm talking, I do not we do not recognize it, yeah. And okay, now we are breaking through the support zone. Well, if we cannot get any reversal here, basically the next interesting zone is well, a little bit further north. I would say here at around 18, 19, this area. But let's see if we can get a rejection reversal setup here. But currently it doesn't look like that. Well, then looks like we are hitting 18, yeah? Audio is fine. Yeah, Devo here is fine. Just in Discord, there was a short problem. But anyway, if you have questions, you can ask them now. Otherwise, I would also end the live stream in 2, 3 minutes. Like I said, I have to travel another 5 to 6 hours to the other side of Germany to be at the exhibition tomorrow in West as a speaker. Okay, maybe the market found a bottom here. Yeah. What you could do is simply add an anchored VWAP at the bottom, and then we could take it as a sign, yeah. Exactly now, okay, the point of control did somehow hold, not on that point, but like I said, my trading strategy in this way, since we don't know exactly where the turning point is, we knew it was in this area, so I enter the anchored VWAP, and now I simply would buy the retest on that VWAP to actually, yeah, trade a reversal scenario. As long as the market is above the VWAP, it's a valid entrance, and we are still confirming a reversal. Now would be the entrance with a short stop loss. It's either way the market will now move again into the direction, or we are The downtrend will continue and we are getting out, stopped out. Yeah, hit the like button. Very good. Thank you, Dragan. So the downtrend is still valid. The correction was not of substance, so to say. Anyway, I would Bookmap has a free version, Mukisa. For cryptos, basically, you can use it, but if you want to have advanced features, of course, you must pay. And of course, the data feeds also, like Rhythmic, for example, have an additional fee. But there is a free version and you can play around with it. Just check, go to bookmap.com and check under pricing. And if you really want to trade through Bookmap, which I personally recommend and I do myself, is the Global Plus version. Otherwise, I'm